get you guys on. And then at the end, I'll say goodbye. Just not to actually you two, just the audience. Just
Sounds good.
Okay. Perfect. Kellie normally says that to spiel. So I'm like, wait, hold on. Did I forget anything?
If you do, it's okay. And we'll figure it out
Go for it.
as we go.
Alrighty.
Guys, we are on the last month before the big event, JBY 2025.
So excited.
And we just want to take a moment to thank our sponsors, because without them, this show would not be happening.
Like at all.
At all.
So we want to give some love out definitely to our sponsors, and Proare is number one. They are responsible for making sure we have the venue and those beautiful trophies that are going to be going out to everyone.
We can't do a show without those trophies.
That's right.
And then we want to thank SABP Surgical Associates of Bayonet Point. They have been a supporter of ours since the very beginning, and you can thank them for the free live stream for all you people at home,
which is super exciting. And then you can think Pop Recovery Systems. Actually, right now, while you're watching this, if this is still March time, you can enter in to be part of a Love Yourself sponsorship. So they're giving that away, and the winner's going to be announced at the show, guys. So we definitely want you there, because they're helping other people get their plastic surgeries and making sure they're taken care of after bariatric surgery. So definitely a big shout out to Pop.
Yes. And then, of course, we have to thank First Form, who is giving us access to their amazing, amazing gym. They are one of the top 4 gyms in the country, and they have let us take it over for the morning. So we definitely want to thank them.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to go to the gym and take all the photos.
Yep.
And then we have Bariatric Pal. They are literally creating the swag bag. We've actually saw mock-ups already. They're beautiful, and it's such a nice thing that they're coming in. They're going to give us samples and everything so you can try it, because Bariatric Pal is actually a store. So thank you so much for being a part of JBY this year.
Yes. And then also with the swag bag, we want to thank Bariatric Hair and Skincare, which is JoJo B. We all know her. We all love her. Her products are out of this world, and she is putting her stuff in the swag bag. So look forward to that.
Yes, and we also have Busy Bariatric, which is one of our own, Mr. Rob DeMedio, and he started his own coaching. He's also a bariatric patient, and he's helping out with the wellness morning. He's going to be a personal trainer there, and he helped out with getting the First Form gym for us too. So.
Yes, and then last but not least, we have findabariatrictherapist.com. You guys know we preach therapy all the time, and one of the hardest things is finding a bariatric therapist. And Ashlyn Douglas Barnes, she made it super easy. So you go onto the website, you can filter by a lot of different things, and it'll actually spit out your options for finding a bariatric therapist. So we couldn't have a bariatric journey without her.
Exactly.
Or the wellness morning.
Right. And if you notice, all these people have something to do with our journey, whether it's vitamins, whether it's your hair, whether it's your body. They all play a good part of our journey. So thank you to all of them. And we want you to get your tickets, guys. It's on April 12th, 2025 at St. Louis at the Hawthorne Theater. Go to jbyawards.com to get your tickets because they are selling out fast.
Yes. And remember, we are better together. So show up for our community on April 12th in St. Louis.
Welcome back, OSLP family. And it's Mel Unfiltered on Instagram. And I am your host today for our Sleep Life podcast. And this is literally the first episode of a new day, new chapter, new things, which we're going to address later on into the show. But I wanted to bring on the waiting table. They were at the Just Be You Awards, which thank you sponsors for sponsoring all the things. Especially we got Bariatric Pal with all the swag bags and all the things in them. That was amazing. We got literally Proare Health who paid for the venue and the awards. So if you're listening to this, your awards have gone out. Jenna, except for yours, I need your address. Please respond. If someone can message Jenna, the bariatric bestie, I just need her. Everybody else is getting theirs. So I can't wait to see those happy faces when those trophies come in. And thank you again for SABP for the live, because I'm hearing great things about the live stream of JBY. And I have gone through a few of the awards. I'm watching them a little bit at a time because It's a lot. I can't believe the stories. I got to get into it with the waiting table. So come on, waiting table. We got Shay and Rob.
Hello.
We're here.
I
You
have
made
to
it.
tell you, I know we'll get into this more about the show, but I was talking to my mom this last week and she watched it on her TV, which she was super proud of. She's not super tech savvy. And she was saying, she was like, it was like an actual award show. And she's like, and because she had watched the one from the previous time too. And she was like, this one though, it was just so good. She was like, I was really sad when it was over. It felt like it was over too soon.
Oh,
And I was like, I will share that feedback because that means that it went off, without a hitch, that everything was really good. And so I wanted to
and your
tell
mom's
you that
a normie. That's what
she
I call her.
is. Yeah,
So-
she's a normie and she loved it. Well, and other people I've talked with have loved it too. But I thought that was especially cool. She was like, it felt like it ended too soon.
It's good to know because I hear people wanting a couple new categories.
Right.
So
Mhm.
Well,
We'll have to
it's
see.
funny though, because like you guys worked so much this year to make sure that it ran so efficiently.
Yeah.
That I remember being just like, whoa, we're almost done.
Yeah.
And so I don't blame people for being like, oh, it just ended so quickly because it literally did. I felt like,
Mhm.
okay, we're done this because we're already there.
Yeah.
It went so smoothly. It was really well done.
Mhm.
oh, thank you. I remember seeing Brenda and Nick
Mhm.
at the end, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, we're at the end.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
remember just walking up with Kel, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is crazy. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, we're almost done. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, oh wow, okay.
I think the
We're about to go party.
the new
That's
no
it.
alcohol for presenters before, I think is what contributed a lot to that too. It seemed
Yep.
like
Yeah.
everybody just went real fast and did their thing. But like I loved everybody's little skits they did and the way they presented. Like everything was just done so well. It was awesome.
I love
Yeah.
it. You guys did an amazing job, Rob. We have to talk about you, Rob,
Oh,
in your
gosh.
tights.
Any
Oh,
chance he
gosh.
gets. He was like
I will
he
show
was
everything.
begging me. He's like, okay, how
was like,
can we write this
"Please."
in? And
Jay's
I'm
like, oh, but I want to do something very professional this year. Like, just, we'll be dressed up, very, straight laced. And I'm like, oh, but I want to wear the tights.
but I want to wear the
I want to wear the
tights.
tights. And I was like, she's like, fine. So, yeah. But I will say that there has been discussion about which tights I should wear for the next one. Because apparently I have to wear tights
Every
every
time
year.
now.
Oh,
Or every award show, but I said as a joke, but not really a joke. But if I wear tights, I need the one like the hugging ones, right? Like I need the
oh, you do
The
the booty
TikTok.
shape.
oh the
Yeah.
booty shaped ones. I
Mhm.
need it to hold, and then in the crack and all of
Yep.
it. But
I think we should get him custom ones. I don't know of what yet.
Dude.
Or they could be skin colored ones and
Oh,
with like your little shorts. I don't know. We
Yep.
could there's lots of options. There's lots of
I
options
love it.
in the
Skin
future.
you want to match it? I don't know. That makes me a
No.
little nervous.
Yeah. You gotta
Rob's like,
change
I don't
the
need to
bring it on.
see
rating.
any more outlines.
That's it, right? That's it.
Well, you're gonna
Audio.
see a lot of outlines at the RBT
gosh.
show. So
I
get
know,
ready.
I can't wait.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
going to be so fun. So for those that don't know what we're talking about, so one, the waiting table, they did a whole skit in the beginning, and Rob loves to be in tights, and he did a whole skit for the second year in a row. And these two are going to be at the Radical Body Transformations in Toronto this year on June 6th. And
Woohoo!
your girl's going to be there with them, and it's going to be so much fun. And I have already told them, and I'm not going to take it back, that I'm going to do it next year.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Maybe have you just told me, not Rob? I don't think Rob knew that.
You didn't tell me.
oh, I'm sorry, Rob. I
If
thought I
only
told
you had a coach or something to help
I
guide you.
know. If only if I had a coach.
Hmm.
I wonder what I should do. Are there coaches for RBT? Is there coaches just for transformations?
I think so.
Oh yeah, can you tell me
There
about
will
it?
be.
There will be. There will be.
There's just
Look at
there's a
him.
passion project that's being brewed.
It-
Uh-huh.
honestly,
right now.
it's moving very, very fast actually. So
Yeah, I believe it.
there's a lot of people who are very, very interested. So yeah, let's just say it right now. Yes,
First
I
time
am
ever.
first time ever.
It's
You-
your turn to spill the beans, sir.
Yeah.
I'm spilling the beans because I make Mel spill the beans every single JBY. So
Seriously.
one thing, and this is actually the highlight, and this is one reason why JBY was so impactful for me this year is because we had mentioned this. We've mentioned this on our show. I've mentioned this on the Barry Mail Experience podcast. But this year I actually came.
We love Proare. You guys know this. And guess what? They have a brand new product out and it tastes like an orange Tic Tac.
That's right. I have got it in my hot little hands right now. It's their easy to swallow tablet in Citrus Grove. And both of us have fully switched over to it.
We had to because it's easy to swallow, doesn't stick, and it has 45 milligrams of iron. And we both need that.
Yes, we do. So go to procarenow.com to take care of all your bariatric body needs. Full 15% off. So use code OSLP at checkout.
Wow, with BuiltFire, I get marshmallows, chocolate, and cookie chunks.
That's right. We are all hashtag Team Puff.
That's right. We're all about that puff game over here because we get protein with it too. This is incredible.
Every single flavor they come up with, even the sour gummy ones, are freaking chef's kiss. They are so good.
Yes, guys. So go over to BuiltBar.com, use OSLP, you'll get your discount, and then you're going to have a delicious protein bar. Team Puff?
I only use a few products, and one of the products that I absolutely have fallen in love with is American Dream Nut Butter. I love how many flavors they have. I love that it's got protein. I love that it's got healthy fats for me. And I absolutely love that I don't feel guilty when I have that for a sweet treat at the end of the night. So if you are looking for a really tasty nut butter, click the link below and go look at all their millions of flavors because they've got them all.
As Rob, not Rob from the waiting table, not Rob waiting in vain, just Rob. And I came in and I'm just going to enjoy, I'm just going to be myself. And, I have friends, I have people I know. I don't have to try to impress anyone. I'm just going to go and have a good time, be me. And, from my point of view, there was about a year and a half, probably since the last JBY.
Okay, yeah.
I had said that I personally felt like there was a disconnect with me and the community. I felt like I didn't know where my place was necessarily in the community anymore. I felt like I was fortunate enough to not have all the same challenges that we have in the community or different people have in the community. And so I felt, we talked about imposter syndrome. There was a certain level of that because I was just like, well, I'm proud that I don't have those things and those challenges, but then I feel hard to connect with people as a result of this. And JBY totally changed that, as in typical JBY fashion, you hear about your impact in other people with your story.
Yep.
And it became very clear to me from speaking with so many different people that knew about my story that I had no idea because I didn't have relationships with them, how much what I do and what I've achieved physically has inspired them and given them hope that they can do that.
Yeah.
And so I had talked about for a long time coaching members of our bariatric community who want to take part in transformation or bodybuilding competitions. And JBY sort of solidified that deal for me. So I was going to wait till the end of RBT, but a lot of people have been asking, and I've had people actually sign up already.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it didn't take more than a day.
Look at that.
But
That's how you know it's needed.
Yes, I will be starting training people for radical body transformations next year, for summer shredding this year. I have my Instagram page. It hasn't been officially launched, but it will be called Transform Bariatric Bodybuilding.
Love it.
Yes. And we will be getting you from surgery to stage. And I'm excited for it.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
That's
Really
going to be
fun.
so fun. I'm watching those. I mean, that's where the rising stars come from. Like, that's one thing I love is watching the story go.
Yeah.
Like, start to finish. And then you get to watch it and train them.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's going to be great.
I'm even loving it now. So I'm working with quite a few people in our bariatric community, working their diet tips, working out with their dietary plans. We've had calls just to go over what to expect with the competition, the day of, leading up, everything, and just seeing the transformations people have already done and gone through, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, how much their confidence has gone up, how motivated they are. I absolutely love it. I say that I'm going to be like a proud mama at the show, just there
You will.
cheering for everyone. That's all I care about. Like, I don't, if I never compete again, seeing everyone else in our community who are taking part in these things succeed is, I'm all about that. So
It's
I'm
going to
excited.
be watching their smiles and them being
Yeah.
excited. It's
Yeah.
really their excitement is what gets me.
Sure.
Yeah,
Oh, for
because
sure.
out of all the jobs, every job I've had, I'm just going to run through them real quick because there's not a lot. It's Arby's, Wells Fargo, the Department of Revenue, and Progressive. And this is what I do now for a living as a podcaster. But every one of those, I became a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
I loved fucking training people.
Mm-hmm.
I loved watching them not understand something and then that spark where they get it. And then all of a sudden they're like a master at it. Like that always made me like fuel my fire. I was like, fuck yeah. Like that is so fun to me. So now you get to do that on a whole different level. And I'm just stoked. Like I'm going to be watching you watch them. Like that's
And I'll be watching you, watching him, watching them.
Yeah.
It'll be
yeah. Stalker status.
Yeah,
100%.
I like that.
with my
I like that.
binoculars.
And Shay, this is your first year competing.
Yeah, I never thought I would do anything like this. And Rob likes to be like, "Oh, I'm a proud mom." No, he is like a peer pressure is what he is.
It's like I'm in sales or something.
It's you should do that for a living. You're really good at it. But he had been trying to get me to do it even I think the last year, and I was like, no, like I'm not going to do this. And then finally I was like, this year I turned 30 and I was like, this would be a pretty cool thing to do to kind of like commemorate that and be like, fuck yeah, I'm 30. Like, let's do it. So I think like what really made me finally decide, okay, I'm going to do this is one, I am like so proud of just my journey and where my body is and was and where it's been through the whole process. And when I decided to do it, I was like, I could walk up on stage right now and be so proud of where I'm at now. And so
I love that.
I really wanted to keep that mindset throughout the whole process of like, I just want to get stronger. I want to, learn myself more, learn my body more. And that's really like what the process has been. And so I'm competing in the lifestyle category, which is 50% your story, 50% your stage presence and posing. And I'm really excited about it. Like, I don't really feel nervous. The other reason I really wanted to do it is because like, when I think of like bodybuilding or show performance, things like that, I don't think of people who have bodies like mine. And it's because that's not often shown. I haven't had skin removal. I have loose skin. My body doesn't look like the typical bodies I think about when I think bodybuilding or transformation competitions. And so that was the other thing that I think just that really inspired and motivated me of like, I want my like other people who have bodies similar to mine to see mine and go, yeah, like you can be strong, you can be healthy, and you don't have to look a certain way to do something like this. So I'm excited. It's going to be fun. And in the process, like, I have gained a lot of muscle. I've lost some weight. Rob gave me some like preliminary numbers of like where he thought I could be weight wise. And when he said it, I was like, ooh, I don't think so. But like I'm well on track for that, and like I'm feeling really good. And
like he knows what he's doing over there.
I know. I hate admitting when he's right, but when he's right, he's right. So I'm excited. It'll just be a cool experience. And I love stage stuff. I love performing, and like I think it'll just be really, really fun. So I'm excited.
I'm excited to watch it because Shay, I've watched your story, so it's been pretty cool to know, like, to see all the different changes. And then I'm going to see you on stage.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen you as a presenter on stage, but this is a whole different ballgame. This
I'll
is
be in a
very
bikini.
Vulnerable. Yeah. 100%. And I like the fact that you're going also, too, to help others see that they can do it.
Yeah.
Because when you say bodybuilding, you say getting on a stage and flexing or whatever, I think of like, the old school and current school. Big
Arnold
guys,
Schwarzenegger.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. And then so I'm like, oh, and then I think of the women that are like fucking strong as hell and big. And I'm like, There's no fucking way. Like, I don't even want to do that kind of work. Like, I
Yeah.
understand and respect how much work goes into you guys getting your bodies the way that you want them. Holy fucking shit.
Well-
But I'm like, I don't.
Okay, you guys know at this point we have tried over 1 million protein bars.
A million?
Okay, so maybe I'm being a little dramatic, but it feels like it some days.
Yeah.
So, but consistently from the beginning of the podcast, we've always loved this protein bar.
Freaking dive bar, guys. Like, they are so soft and they're so delicious. I just have to have one.
Yes, they've got great protein in them, and they have as much caffeine as equal to 1 cup of coffee.
And
so, yeah.
That's
Sign me
exciting
up.
because guess what? I don't drink coffee. So when I have this, oh, I'm awake and ready for the day.
Energy. Plus, they always have some version of lemon, and I just love it.
And they have always.
I'm here for
And
it.
guess what? S'mores. And you can put these in the air fryer. They're actually more delicious in there.
So good. So good.
So guys, go get these as soon as you can. We do have a code for you. It's OSLP. So go use that and get your discount.
I've been on the hunt for a good protein powder and collagen powder for a while now. And when I first tasted First Form, I was blown away. I am completely obsessed. Like, have a Profi every single day obsessed. So if you're looking for a new protein powder, definitely click the link below and see what options they have for you, because I trust them completely.
I don't want to do that.
Yes, and I will say there's so many different ways you can go about it. Rob, for himself, and I disagree with this, Rob, but I don't think you will. He goes hard. Like, he's like,
Yeah,
when he does something like this, he's all in. Like, this is his primary focus of like, this is it. For me, that hasn't been my approach with it. I haven't been, I think, that dedicated or as dedicated. I don't even know if that's the right word. Like, my biggest thing going into it is I don't want to do anything that would screw up my hormones, because I've been working really hard to make sure that those are healthy and in line, or mess up my mental and emotional health. And so if there was ever a point where it was impeding on that, I'm working with a coach who's helped me get to this point, and I've talked with her about it, and she's been super supportive. And so there's so many different ways you can approach it. And that's why I love the transformation piece of it. If you're wanting to compete in, more of like bodybuilding, kind of more specifically focused within that realm, that's going to look a bit different. But with this lifestyle category, it's like you can show up in whatever way you want to. And that's why I really liked the flexibility of it, where
I like that.
How I've been training is very different than how Rob has been training. And both are valid and both like will lend results. But I think that's also been cool to see with having that mindset. I still have seen a lot of results, but I haven't been killing myself. I've been eating plenty of food. I've been working out, anywhere from 2 to 4 times a week, just depending on what I have going on, if I'm sick or, whatever. And I think what's been surprising is it hasn't been that hard. Like as like what I thought it would be. It's been a lot easier than that. It's, more of a mental game of like, okay, I really do want to go to the gym, or I really do want to eat these macros. Like, sometimes that mental part is a little hard, but it's not really any different than like our journey with bariatrics or anything else in life. Like, it's just maybe tweaking things or doing things a little bit different,
That's fair.
I like that you said that, because realistically, as much as the outcome is sort of the main goal for a lot of people, for me, my approach has always been like, the biggest thing you benefit from is not the final outcome. It's the journey and the process through it. It's what you learn about yourself. It's what you learn about your ability to control different things, your ability in your relationship with different things. And so for me, my approach is always like, my approach for myself is different from my approach with people who I help with this. My approach with myself is very, as Shay said, it's very strict. I know exactly what I want. I know exactly, I'm like on everything. But with everyone else, it's like, okay, I'll give you the things, but how do we make it enjoyable for you? Because at the end of the day, I want you to look at this experience as a positive thing. I
Yeah.
want you to feel empowered and confident at the end of it, that your relationship with food is in a positive light, that you can replicate all these different things because you've learned about yourself. And that's what's important. It's not I stand at the end with a trophy. I don't give a shit if you win or not. I don't give a shit if I win. Well, that's a lie. I do.
Ah,
He has different
But
standards for
I
himself.
have different. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
I'm stupid like that.
You're
But I
harder
want
on
people
yourself.
to really look at what they're gaining. And that's the reason why I love all these people from our community wanting to do this, because I know what I gained. I know I would say that out of everything that I've done post-op, competing in bodybuilding has been the most formative thing, just
Okay.
because of everything it's taught me about my self-worth, my confidence, my ability to control things that have controlled me for all my life, meaning food.
Yeah.
And my discipline, everything. So it's been great, and I just can't wait to see everyone afterwards
I know.
feel that confidence and feel that empowered about their ability to do things moving forward. Like I don't look at things and think, well, I think I can do that. Maybe I could do that. Everything I look at now, I know I can do. Ask me that before I competed. It wouldn't
Yeah.
have been
No,
the same.
the
So,
confidence is completely different.
for sure. So that's what I'm
I
looking
love
forward
it.
to the most with people.
Good. And I wanted for people to know. So, Rob, can you tell them when you had surgery? What was your surgery?
Yeah,
Kind of give them like a synopsis. Because, yeah, I forgot that they don't, technically, if they don't know you like I know you, they don't know
it's
you.
true.
So we need you to
Yeah.
get them to know. Yeah.
Yeah, so I had RNY gastric bypass. It's gonna be 4 years at the in September this year, so 4 years. I used to be 400 pounds. I am now 176-ish. So yeah, it's been a long journey, and it's been amazing. It really has been, and it really is because of this community, right? I did this for my family and my kids, and to better my life with my kids. Um, but this community has really added that fuel to help keep me going and keep me motivated and inspired to keep going. So for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, that's what community does.
Oh my
Like,
God, yeah.
I get it now why other addictions have like community
Yeah.
and how they have meetings and how they are like, hey, you need to be around the like-minded people and other people that are going through your struggle. And that applies, I think, to anything.
Mhm.
Now going through it and seeing what community can do for you, because anytime I felt like I wasn't doing the things right, I would stop posting, I would stop talking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It would slowly pull back. And then once I got back into the community, that's when I was like, all right, let's do this, because like the community gives you that hype and
Mhm.
tells you you can do it, and then you feel like you can do it, and then you do it. It's like,
Mhm.
because you know, like they know you can,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's what we need all the time. So,
Mhm.
and you're 4 years out and you're killing it.
Thank you. And I will say, and JBY meetups in general, but JBY specifically, I think it's easy to get lost at times in social media to be like, oh, are these people just gassing me up? Do they really know? And then you go to something like JBY's and you're like, holy shit, they really do know.
Yeah.
They really have followed you. You've really inspired them. And yeah, we always use the term, oh, my cup is filled. It's literally overflowing when you go to something like JB.
Oh yeah. I was on a high for like a full week and a half
Yeah.
almost.
It's hard to come down.
Yeah. I
Like
was
we,
like, and all the lives really helped though. I'm not gonna lie. Like I hopped on your guys' live, and then
Yeah.
a few days ago I hopped on Char's live,
yeah,
and that was a lot of fun. So it's like if you can just keep being on lives with people.
yeah. Same
Well, I
thing.
think
We're
that's the
Good.
biggest. I've been kind of in a funk like over the last, I would say like couple months, just where I felt kind of flat. Like that's the best way that I can describe it. Where it's like, I don't know, with like turning 30, I just feel like I'm at a crossroads in like a lot of areas in my life. Like, do I want to do something different in my career life? Do we want to have kids? And what direction do we want to go with that? Like just a lot of like, where do I go from here? And I think that's what was so helpful with being at JBY's, where it's like, oh, I think I was just like, I need to be doing more stuff with people, like, and like my people. And I think that's what has been lacking. And so being in person with people specifically, and making more of an effort to try to do stuff like that that's I think what my heart and soul is needing, is like just being around more of my people in person. And so I'm thankful that I'll get more of that opportunity to do that in June. I know, Mel, you and I have talked about some fun things because we're close in proximity. And
That's right, bitches. You better come
Uh-huh.
out south.
Rob needs
South
to come
Oregon,
out.
Southern Oregon.
Yeah, he needs
Right,
to
let's
come out
go.
to West Coast.
I would too. I really want to.
I know. I really want that to be something that I do in the next like year or so, is focus on more in-person stuff and have people come to me.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you make it, they will come.
Yeah,
That's how
you've
this
learned
works.
that. I know you're a perfect example of that.
It happens. Like, that's the thing, is like, because I love going to people. And I think you just have to have a good, happy balance, because
Yes.
like, I am going to the Beautiful Mind event. I think when this comes out, it's like 1 week away, or that weekend I will be there. And then 4 weeks later, I get to be with you guys. And it's very, and then a month or two later, we're going to do the Southern Oregon thing. So I think it's important to constantly be in contact with people that are your situation, your like-mindedness, because I don't know about everyone else, but I know on my regular day-to-day basis, I'm like the only one that's had bariatric surgery, right?
Yep.
So like, it's very easy to where like, if you stop going on your phone, you stop checking on people, to like just get back into that old set of yourself. And if you keep being here, and even if it's once a week, it really does a whole different number on your mental state, your physical state. Because then you start thinking about it. Like, I remember at JBY being like, oh fuck, I haven't ate in like 5 hours.
I know.
I need to eat something. Like, if it wasn't for Biggie, props to Biggie from Berry Mel Experience. Your girl is a goofball, and I thought I hit delivery, and they did not. It was not delivery. It was pickup. It was 7 minutes from the venue. I had 0 car. No one in the venue had a car to go get something. And I call the place, guys. I did try this 3 times. They didn't answer. Then all of a sudden, your girl gets a text saying, your food is ready. And I'm like, motherfucker, I already paid for this, and it's ready. So yeah, Biggie got me food. Nice. I was able to like have a good sandwich right before the show started. I think that was a big deal for me, at least. Like, I was fed. Like, I had a full half sandwich before we did that group shot. I actually had food in my system from the morning. I had a protein shake. So I was like feeling like I'm on fire. Like, let's just, and I felt it. Nice. And then when everybody else, like your guys' mojo and like all the vibes that were coming through, I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to be fucking rocking. And it did. And I think it's because we all were positive minds, like together. And for those that don't know, they're listening to this, they're like, what the fuck is JBY? Because there might be a few out there. That is Just Be You Bariatric Awards show. It just happened on April 12th, and the waiting table was there. They actually presented an award, and we have a lot of fun at JBY because we're celebrating each other. We're celebrating everybody in that room. Even to the venue manager, to the live stream guy, they came over and were like, I love your community. They are so fucking rad. Oh my God. Like, the workers loved you. Like, that's how much I want the bariatric community to understand. Like, the bartenders loved you. Like, the taco guy. There was not a person in sight that didn't love this community. They loved how diverse it was. They loved that everybody was dancing and singing and being playful. Like, we had 2 bodyguards, and they didn't have to do anything. They just had to stand there. One would just open the door and close it because they asked if I wanted that, and I was like, yeah, because your girl's going to want to smoke a joint out back. So I need to be able to get out. They need to be able to get out too, because a few of them are coming with me.
Yeah,
so.
That's right.
And what's great about St. Louis, guys, it's legal there. So
yes,
I've realized this. Without trying, Rob and Shay, every state we've gone to has been legal weed.
Coincidence?
This is true.
I think not.
Right? The universe knows.
I know.
In all fairness, there's not too many left, I think, in the U.S. where it is illegal,
but there's 2 big ones that need to get on the fucking bandwagon, which is Florida and Texas.
Yep.
What are we doing, guys?
Right.
What are we doing?
No,
You two are in the
wild,
wild west, and you guys can shoot people on property, but you can't smoke your weed from the garden. So I don't understand.
And Canada, too. Isn't it all of Canada?
That is legal?
Is illegal, right?
Oh no, Ontario we could buy.
Oh, okay.
We were before you guys.
Oh,
actually, in
okay.
Ontario.
Got it.
The
You guys
Canadians
are
went
cool.
first.
You're chilling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
before the
we're good.
Washington.
We're
Or
good.
no, Denver. I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's get to what's going on.
Yes. How are you
For those-
doing?
So for those that don't know or are now noticing that I don't have a Kellie next to me, Kellie is no longer with the podcast and JBY. Basically what me and her knew this day was going to come eventually. This is what I've realized. I've talked to my therapist about it. I've talked to Kellie about it. And we know that her health was eventually going to take a toll. We just didn't know when. And not even just that, there's been like family issues, there's been personal relationship issues. And when someone has 4 autoimmune diseases, I want to really break this down because I don't think she gets the respect that she fucking deserves when it comes to autoimmune diseases. And a lot of our friends and family at home that have it, because when you're with someone, like me and Kellie have been friends for 25 years, we've been traveling for the past 5. People don't really understand what it means when she says she's in a flare. They're just like, well, okay, what does that mean? And I'm like, okay, so here's a couple things. One, I've seen Kellie swell up to where she can't even like grip things. So that's especially when we travel.
Yeah.
She, like that's I swell up in my left leg because I have metal in it, but it's not my whole body. So, there's that happens constantly, unfortunately, for her. And then if it gets worse, it's painful. Like she has fibromyalgia, and with the lupus and the Raynaud's, like that's a more neuro situation. So sometimes I didn't even realize it. Dylan didn't realize it before. Where we've given her a hug before, it hurts. I've Dylan was playful with her, like punching, doing stuff, and she's like, "Oh my god, that it feels like he's hitting me so hard." So I just want to first make sure people understand, this is what Kellie does deal with on a daily basis. Now, our job, and I know the waiting table can vouch for me on this one, our job's actually very hard. People think, oh, you just record and you're on and it just goes out. That's not actually how a podcast works. Podcast works actually more like a TV show where there's multiple things going on in the background to make one show, make 1 hour work. So that means that me and Kellie both do that job. And that's a lot of work.
And to clarify, it's like running a TV show, but you don't have a staff to do all of it. Typically with a TV show, you have casting, you have editors, you have people who are recording it, you have, the actors, you have all of these different components. When it's a podcast, I mean, you have those bigger ones where they do maybe have a staff. But for us people, we don't. Maybe we have a couple people helping us behind the scenes, but the people who are doing all of the talking are also doing all of the editing, all of the posting, all of the promotion. And so it's a full production with, what would you say, like a 100th of the staff that it would normally take for a TV show.
Oh my God. If I could just have 5, things would be so different.
Yep.
What I could get done with 5 extra people is insane. Because people were messaging me over the weekend and was like, the FOMO's real. It is real, guys. And people were like, oh my God, I'm going to be at the next one. When is it? And when I tell them it's April of 2027, I get crying tears.
Yeah.
So much. And I'm like, I'm sorry, man. But JBY is its own beast. You need a whole staff just for that. So that's why we have to go every other year to help explain to people, because we don't have a staff. And I love that that you brought it up that way.
You don't have a staff yet.
Yes,
Could we say that?
That is key.
Could we say that yet?
100%.
I don't know.
We will have staff.
Yeah.
It will eventually.
Got to put it out there.
That's right. Staff will happen. do. So that's the thing, is that you wear so many hats. So what starts happening is that Kellie was having really good times where, her health was on point. She's not getting sick. She's not having these flare-ups. And they'd be months in between. But as of I want to say November, because we all got really dog sick in October and then December. So I would say November was probably the last month I think Kellie was good, health-wise, right? So, because it was just going on and off. And me and her got deadly sick in December. I was out for 13 days. She was out for 5. It was crazy talk. So what starts happening especially when we're ramping up to JBY, there's so much now going between JBY and OSLP, and you just have us two and Katie. So literally she will get, flare happens, then she gets behind. And then she gets better, and then she gets all caught up, and then flare happens. So that's what keeps happening to her, literally, I would say, since December. And I think it's just too much.
Sure.
Especially when, like, our next lineup after JBY is going to be, so it's JBY in St. Louis, then we go to Florida for BME, then we go to Toronto for RBT. And if we were still going to ASMBS, we would be going to DC for ASMBS. So knowing 4 trips are coming up, like she already knows in her head, I'm going to get swollen. I'm going to be down for days. Like she really had to talk with her doctors and was like, what should I do? Yeah. And me and her, like, I wasn't opposed to it because like she needs to be healthy. Like I've been scared for this for a very long time. I've read up on all of her stuff, and I'm very like Rob and you guys, it's more like at the cellular level, I'm thinking like, oh my God, what's the time frame? What does it do? Because like lupus, for those that don't know, it attacks actually your heart and your brain. And it actually attacks a lot of your memories. So it makes sense sometimes when like I would ask things and she couldn't remember, or vice versa, because, she'll literally tell you, she's like, I have lupus brain. So it's just understanding that we hit our 5-year mark. And it's just like, she's had a great time, but we need, not as in me, she needs to have this time to actually figure out how to get everything in order. Because all she's doing is being in pain and playing in catch up. And that's not a good mental state to be in. No. For anybody. So this is kind of like perfect timing. JBY's over. She can now like go and literally rest and do all the things her doctors want to do. She's been going to OBGYN appointments, making sure literally her whole health is being taken care of, which I'm super excited about and super happy for. So for those that are listening, just know like there's no beef here. We're not like literally like yelling at each other. That's not happening. It's just the fact of like, hey, Kel needs to get better, and I'm just going to move on with the podcast. The podcast, for those that don't know, like I'm the one that came up to Kellie for the idea. She'll tell you all about it because she's like, she didn't even know what a podcast was. She's like, what is that? What do I do? And so like this came because I didn't have a safe place. I felt ashamed. I felt embarrassed. I was over 300 pounds, and as a woman, and I felt just disgusted that I let myself get this far. I never talked to anybody about my feelings about my body and what I didn't like or liked about it, which was very little back then of what I liked about it. And so like when Kellie started going through her process and we were just bouncing everything off each other, I'm like, oh my God, we have to do this. I have to figure we have to do a podcast, because I searched online and couldn't find anything that was patient driven. It was all doctor driven. So back then I was like, oh, perfect timing. Let's fucking do this, because if I'm having troubles 4 years out, I still feel alone. I still feel like I don't know what's going on with my body. There's got to be others, right? So, and the fact that like Kel was like, fuck yeah, let's do this, because she is so passionate about her journey, and she was teaching me. Like we talk about all the time where I'm like, I was a veteran and you were fucking teaching me. And it was like, I was excited that she was teaching me, but then I was also pissed the fact of how behind I was on like all this information. So that's where it comes from. So just know, like, our Sleep Life podcast, the name does not change. It's still about all of us. It's our life.
Except for you, Rob, because you're R and Y. So
you're R and Y, but
no, I'm just kidding.
You're adjacent, so it's totally fine. Your weight loss surgery adjacent, so all the duodenal switch and all the R and Ys are welcome.
Or even GLP-1s, right? That's like even the people that are losing weight that way. That's cool too.
Yeah, like tools. Basically, if you got a tool to use, you're welcome in this community. We just don't want people to be dicks. I think that's the biggest deal.
Rob.
Don't be a dick.
I know.
No, I'm just kidding.
Listening to your phrasing in that whole, if you have a tool to use, don't be dicks. I'm just like,
Aha.
Okay.
The guys are going to get real confused.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know. You're blowing hot and cold here. I don't know what you want me. I'm confused.
Oh, I love it. And I love that these two have been so supportive through this transition. And JBY is still going, guys. I know these two will be at the next JBY.
100%.
At this point, I think I got them hooked in. They're lifers with me.
Oh, yeah.
So, and that will still always go. I don't want you guys to ever not feel celebrated
Mhm.
because, again, in my literally since I was a kid, they didn't really care for birthdays.
Mhm.
Even when I got like honor roll, it was just like a high five. And it would just, I get now there was some money stuff that I wasn't aware of. I was a child. So,
Sure.
but still, like I now know how much it feels like to not also be celebrated. So I'm like, let's do it.
And I think
These people deserve it.
That's what's so cool though about like the people that were at the event, and I think what you and Kel did too. It's like there's just this feeling of being like cared for, and I think so many of us know the opposite of that in different ways. Even if we had parents that cared for us, I'm not just talking about that, but in different schooling events, not getting picked for teams or being left out in different ways. And so I think when you get a bunch of people who know what that feels like, and you bring them all together, it's such a like caring and compassionate and like just such a beautiful space of like there's so much like so many people who are there like caring for you. And especially for me, and I know other people in this community space too, it's like I tend to overextend and I'm always wanting to be kind of the giver of things, and it's taken several years to kind of realize it's good to accept help, and I need to accept help. And I think being part of this community has helped me a lot in that area, where it's a safe place to practice that of receiving the celebration, receiving the support and excitement, and receive being cared for. And so I think that's it's so cool, and that's why I want more of it, because I want more of that feeling.
I need it.
Mm-hmm.
I need all of that.
It's hard. I know I still struggle with that. And I love that JBY allows you or gives you that opportunity. Not even that, just but our community in general. It gives you the opportunity to learn to receive that. I still struggle. I still struggle. I felt very awkward at times at JBY just because that was my own thing that I need to learn how to deal with, right? But it gives me that opportunity, which is important.
I am working through it right now with just accepting love from other people.
Sure.
And accepting help from other people. Because with this transition, like, you guys, man, the community are fucking rock stars. You guys were like, don't worry, we've got you. Lean on this community. We're here for you. And it was from all sorts of different people, probably almost 50 people. It was wild. And it just showed me how much this community actually cares about each other and is willing to help each other. And it doesn't matter what numbers you have. It's the fact of like, did you make an impact? Yes. So we got your back.
Well,
and that's what I love.
And specifically, like, I want to make sure that you hear this, Mel. Like, we specifically care about you. We specifically care about Kellie. Like, because, the podcast, all of that is cool. And like, I don't want to devalue that because I know how much work goes into it. But at the end of the day, we each chose to make a really difficult decision to get help in a big way by getting surgery and, getting other tools to help with obesity. And that's like why we did it to begin with. And so it's like, I'm so happy that Kellie is going to be focusing on herself. And like, I know that I speak, I think, for a lot of people with saying this. It's like, we love her so much. We want her to feel her best and be her best. And the same is for you. Like, we just love you so much, and we want you to be, thriving and doing what's best. And it's like, we love you as people, or I guess I can say that. And I think I can speak for Rob. Like, I love you guys.
Rob's like, I don't fucking love you.
Yeah, he's like, he would say that about me, but not you guys. But it's like, I just love you guys both so much as people. And I think like it's easy to, when you see people on podcasts, it's easy to like dehumanize them in a weird way or think that they're not real people. And it's like, no, like, you guys made this decision that we all made too, and you're real people that have real struggles going on in life. And just because like the podcast is going doesn't mean that those things go away. And so like, I hope that you and Kellie both hear that like, I love you guys both so much as individual people, and I'm happy that you're choosing what's best for you guys to just thrive. And whether that's in a public facing way or not, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you guys have given so much. So make sure you're giving that to yourself too.
Oh, you're going to make me tear up.
That's my goal. I always love making people cry.
That's a shit goal. What kind of person are you?
Well, Rob, I'm gonna get Rob one of these days. I don't know with what. Maybe when I'm
I
on
think
stage.
I did, didn't I?
Did you? Or maybe we've gotten you to cry
No,
once.
there was one episode. I don't even remember what it was. Murph. Murph did it, so.
Murph will do it. Yeah, he'll get
But it was only one
cry.
time. I don't remember what episode it was. That's
We'll have to go back and
much
Do you
find
know
out.
what the subject was?
No, I
I know,
blocked
I
it
know.
out that
I
well.
know.
I'm just like,
I
guys,
gotta
believe
get
it
him one of
again.
my
Can't do
my
it
all
again.
emotions are welcome here shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
I'll
got
wear
a
it
sweater. Crop
with
top.
tights.
Yes.
You can, because
I
it's
can.
crop top, so it'd be
Mhm.
perfect.
I want Tarzan too. I want like off the shoulder.
Ooh.
Yeah. I want it all.
Yeah, are you gonna do like a more footloose looking? Are we going like girls just want to have fun looking?
All of
Leg
them.
warmers.
Leg
We
warmers.
should put it out there. Put it out to the community. What do you want me to wear? Oh, that's
Yeah,
not-
let's do it. What do you
That's
want Rob to
dangerous.
wear? I want to
Oh,
hear
we're gonna
it.
get lots of random. That would be hilarious.
That's not good.
You know what it is? Let them all put one in. But we can do it just like how we do nominations. You just put all the types
Yeah.
of stuff that you want to see Robin.
Gosh.
And we'll
then
do all
once
of
we
them.
read them, we will see what the top ones are, and those will be
the choices. I can
Ooh.
make
The
a choice
choices.
of those.
Will that be one of the JBY nominations? Not a nomination, but like a category, potentially.
Oh no, it'd be horrible.
Something
I
to
know.
vote
I
on.
think. Well,
We'll be thinking.
I need to add at least one because I don't like the fact that
So-
we're on odd numbers. It's
So
23 categories. It should be 24.
Can I put a suggestion in right now?
I know
And-
what it'll be, and I agree.
Okay, thank
Oh.
you for that. It needs to be for support people. We need to give, because
do.
there are so many amazing support people that were at the last one, but especially at this one.
Yeah,
And I think that they should present an award and should be
that
eligible
would
for
be
one.
Cool. Yeah, JBY
I-
Jesus,
I think
Mhm.
that's
JBY
great.
Jesus, Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan, my Dylan, I
You
volunteering
call
him.
Jesus.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was his name. That was his JBY
Every
name.
situation we were in,
Yeah.
he would be bowling Jesus. He'd be backseat Jesus,
Mhm.
gay bar Jesus, like
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
But he definitely was. He's calm, cool, collected, and
Yeah.
he's got you.
and he's got the
Yeah.
hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
that was the big
definitely.
thing.
Yeah, the hair. I forget that he has long, luscious hair, guys. Like
Mhm.
not even a
Luscious.
joke. Brown, long, luscious hair.
Yeah.
Dark brown.
Tarzan hair. If
Yeah.
we're talking
Yeah.
Tarzan. Mhm.
Beautiful fucking hair.
Mhm.
I love it.
So yeah.
But yes, I agree. Actually, we played around with that this actually last round. If you guys can help me name it,
I will
Yes.
name it.
because that's kind of the hard part is how do we name it? And then two, like, how do we describe that for the nomination? So people
Bariatric
understand
support
what we're
system.
trying to do.
I think like a bariatric
Oh.
support system. So that way it could be open because it's not always spouses. Sometimes it's friends or family members. Like,
Yeah, aunts,
Um,
uncles.
yep. And I think I'm going to call them out right here. I think Dylan should be a part of it. I think Netta's husband, Chris should be a
Chris?
part of it.
Yes, yes.
There's other people too that I'm not
Yeah.
mentioning. I just feel comfortable more with them.
I say
Just
Chris
like-
because he wants a poster of me in his room.
He does.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry, Dylan. I'm gonna vote for it.
Well, you can get Dylan a calendar. And you can
Oh
get
shit, a whole It's good.
12
I like
poses,
it.
baby.
There you go.
All right.
We can
no, I
take
love
some
this. I
from
love that
RBT.
idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't love this idea as much, but I love the support system. I love the support system idea.
No, I think that'd be good because even like I think that like Heather's boyfriend,
Mhm.
fucking
Yeah.
and Joelle's boyfriend, even I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
Heather, like Dr. Joe's Heather, counts.
Yes.
like she
Yeah.
is a
100%.
huge support person.
Macy, Dr.
Mhm.
Fridley's wife,
Yeah,
Macy.
there's so many.
Yes.
There's so
See,
many.
we
good
can- many.
ones.
We can totally do this. So,
And
yeah,
I think it could be
that's a great
open.
additional.
It could be open to like, yeah, however people want to interpret it.
And then do we have the new support people present? Do they present not the support one? They present like a whole
Something
different
else.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they present it kind of like us, right? Like the ones that people are eligible for, they
Mhm.
wouldn't present, but the ones,
Samesies.
yeah. I think that'd be
Mhm.
fun.
This would be fun. This is going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That just adds it to the volunteer information.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Look at that. See, that's kind of how the GLP-1 happened.
Yeah.
How that category
I
came
think
up
that
was
was
literally on the
great.
live. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like, I love suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing that, like, I am going to toot my own horn about like 2 things with the JVY is I wasn't married to anything. I think that's important when you put on an event. You can't be married to anything because the venue can tell you something different, then the live stream guy can tell you something different, then your partner can tell you something different. So it's like you really have to be able to flex and move around. And then the next thing is that like this year, like I sat with the live stream guy for like 2 hours the day before. And then while everybody after rehearsal went and did their thing, I was with the live stream guy going over music and making sure that everybody was like getting their stuff. Now I cannot hear, and I did not get to your guys' thing. Does he play your music?
He did.
He played Sexy Time music.
Yeah.
Yes,
Rob.
yes.
And I can't remember if did I tell you, Rob, or I don't think I told you that we got it finalized. Like, was that a surprise to you?
It was a surprise to me. I remember you mentioned it, and then I didn't think of it. And then as we announced the winner, then Sexy Time music came up, and on stage, if you watch it, I'm like, Sexy Time music. And then someone else in the crowd also said, Sexy Time music.
Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, because that's the cool thing, too, with Kevin. Like, and he already wrote, like, he was so excited about how it turned out. Gave me, of course, the link to download it and all the things. And he goes, by the way, we travel.
Nice.
Oh, good to know.
I told him straight up that, like, yeah, I will not do. So here's a real thing. Big Blue Spark, I will not go without next time.
Good to know.
And now they'll know our timing. He'll be able to tell me what to take out, what to keep in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so stoked about them. They did amazing. Hawthorne, oh my God. George, you are fucking incredible. Rachel, you're incredible. These people were also decorating while we were after rehearsal. Like, they put up the JVY, like, light up thing.
Aww.
They put, like, that couch and everything together. Fucking George is moving, like, costume changes upstairs, downstairs, upstairs again. You know, he helped set up the whole devotion mocktail station. And I didn't know this. I was so worried, Dana, if you're listening, I was so worried that you were upset for some reason. I just remember coming back from the intermission and watching Dana and Kellie take apart the mocktail station. So in my head, as I'm talking, I'm thinking, oh no, they're upset. They're leaving. What happened? Da-da-da-da-da. And then when I get off stage, I see Joy. She was handling like the moving of people of parts. And I go, is Dana okay? And she's like, yeah, I think so. And I was like, are you sure? And she goes, yeah, I think so. And then I go ask someone else and they're like, oh, they sold out. Like there was nothing left. They had nothing.
It was amazing.
They were so excited. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh my God.
Really
no,
good.
I got so many. I want to add to that because I got so many compliments from even like the normies, as you'd call them, like the support people too. Dylan was like, "This is really good," and I'd gotten some of their stuff before, but they had new flavors we got to try. I loved that. That was super cool.
Yeah, it was a really good idea. I liked it.
That will happen again. I will say too, because I think that really helps keep people sober longer.
Yes. Hydration.
And people were just on cloud 9. And then 2, it really helps the sober community.
Yeah.
Like the more and more that I learn about the sober community, the more I want to support. Like,
sure.
Here's the thing that people don't know. This is why Mel Unfiltered is here. This is stuff you don't know. Is I come from a big background of drug users, of alcoholics. I'm literally from hillbillies and motorcycle gangs. That's where your girl comes from. So, been around drugs all my life, dealt with it. I don't like it. I've watched it. Even my ex-husband is a recovering addict. My cousin that was there is a recovering addict, and I've gone to meetings with her. I'm learning about, like, she lives in a sober house. And now I know what that means. And I get to learn all these things about these women and men and what it looks like to have addiction in a different kind of manner. And they all want to go and do stuff. They want to feel normal, just like we want to feel normal. Right.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, everything you go to has alcohol.
Yeah.
Right. So, and a lot of them, the ones that I know personally won't do anything. Like once they're not going to just be like, okay, we're going to drink or we're just going to smoke weed. Like, no, they just complete everything. So like learning how much they appreciate people that will make sure they're comfortable at a setting goes a long way. And I was like, that's fucking right. Like
That's
they
awesome.
should have a spot where, hey, guess what? You don't have to drink if you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's some mocktails that taste good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they're not shitty.
And
It's
even
good.
for
It's
me,
really
like
good.
I'm not like in the sober community in that sense, but it's like I just don't drink very often. I've only had, what is it, Rob? You know my count. I've only had 4 shots now in my life. 3 of them have been with Rob, and I just don't drink. So having that I don't drink very often. So having that as an option was just like nice. It was good.
Mhm.
Right.
It was
And you
great.
can have like a refreshing drink and
Yeah.
be
I
totally
liked
good.
it. I liked it a lot. It was
Mhm.
really, really well done. And can I just say, so, obviously they're spending time there, but the volunteers
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
were amazing. Jean and Daniel
Mm-hmm.
doing the pictures and the videos. Oh my God. They were on all the time doing
Yeah.
so much. I loved it. They did such a great job. And I hope they recognize. And I think they do. Like, I know that when Jean did post something, there's a lot of outpouring for that. I
Yeah.
know I went out of my way a lot to let Daniel know how much we appreciate everything he's doing. Like, he had so much energy about it. I also think he was just so happy to be there.
He
Mm-hmm.
was.
And to meet everyone. I was so happy to meet him too. So
I
like,
was
it
too.
was-
That grin, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. That
Mhm.
smile he has. I'm like, I can't be.
Yeah.
There's no way I could be mad at this guy. He's so excited to do everything he does.
yeah.
So
yeah.
fun story about Daniel. He was one of the first people I interviewed for my YouTube channel. And
Oh, really?
fun fact, our agreement was, and I checked with him this time to make sure it was still on, and it's in our YouTube video. If we, between the two of us, hit 1 million followers, like across all platforms together,
Ooh.
we said
Okay.
we would go skydiving together and video it. So I checked with him
Wow,
this
Shay.
time, and this was like, gosh, I think 2-3 years ago now, like, because I just had my 3-year surgiversary, so 2.5 years ago maybe. And I
Mhm.
checked with him. I'm like, skydiving still if we get there. He's like, yep. I'm like, okay.
Nice.
So
That's awesome.
And his wife came, and
Rebecca,
she had a great time.
Yep.
I loved meeting her, and yeah, Jean and her husband. Like,
Mhm.
I can't wait to get those photos. Like, we've already seen a few of them. They're great. I've seen some Daniel's videos. Because for those, I'm gonna post this. I don't know. I don't know if I should ask Nick yet, but he saw it. It's hilarious. So we're in the back, and we're all talking about how we need to eat.
Mhm.
And Nick didn't eat all day.
Yeah.
So I'm in the back, and I see Daniel with the camera, and I was like, oh, he knows better. He should be. I go, if he came to the last 2 JBYs, he would know I always tell them to eat and drink that day. So I turn around and I see Daniel, and he goes, oh, do you want me to cut it off? And I go, no.
Come in.
We're going all in. Bring it in. And I just give this lecture about how he should know better. He runs a vitamin company. You know you need to eat. Like, what the hell? So I sent it to him, and he laughed so hard. But, like, he captured shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I already have behind the scenes of Netta dancing.
Yes.
Love
Oh, my God. So
I
fucking
loved it
cool. What'd you guys
so
think
much.
of that?
Oh my
I loved
gosh,
it.
I loved it. I loved
Yeah.
I
Oh
loved
my
having
God.
her there. I loved having Christine with her fairy godmother. Like, I loved just again seeing more people from the community do stuff on stage. I
Yeah.
thought it was so fun.
Right?
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna have to do more.
Yeah.
And
even
I
more
think it's
now.
also good because I think, it doesn't feel like that long because it really wasn't that long. It was 1.5 years, right? But this community has grown and expanded so much
Yeah.
that I think when you look at people like Christine, who some people in the newer generation may not be aware of or know, like, I think it's really good to bring it back to sort of the roots. Not that
Mhm.
Christine is necessarily the roots, but I think for a
She's
lot of
OG
us,
though.
she is, right?
Or
And
even
so-
Dr. Fridley and Macy, they're
Yeah.
OG. They've been to every single one. And so it's like, it was so
Yeah.
cool.
So
I'm glad that they had their segment, by the way.
Yeah. I think it's important to sort of bring. Oh my God,
Yes.
I know that
Mine's
was
in
honestly.
my room.
I'm glad. I didn't win an award at JBY, but when they gave me a bell, I was like, oh my God, because I
I've
was
never
literally
seen
going-
Rob
Yeah.
as happy as he was
Yeah.
then.
Did you start like I
He
actually
was like
a
was
little
excited too.
boy.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I was saying I
Yeah.
was going to actually go to Florida and steal your bell. like I've been threatening this for over a year now, and so they gave me a bell.
I
it's
think you
because they
finally
didn't want me
scared
to.
them. I
I
think you
know they're
finally
just like, you
scared
better
them
give
into
this
it.
fucking guy a bell because he's gonna break into our
People
clinic.
stop it with this bell nonsense.
Yeah. So
I love it. Did you like the
strategic.
bells? Did you think it came off right?
Yeah, I want to
think it
go
went
back and like listen to it because Rob and I were so sad because we were behind this, or we were like backstage
yeah.
because
And then he
we
called
came
it
out
out.
next, and they were like, where is he? And we were like backstage, we're like, we're over here.
Like, I'm here.
So
I'm
like I
here.
want to go back and listen to it because
Yeah.
I could hear bits and pieces of what they were saying, but it was kind of hard backstage.
I
So,
know.
Right.
but I thought that was so cool.
And I think we put the closed captioning on. I don't know about you guys. I actually watch a lot of my shows with closed captioning on.
Right.
I've noticed, and I started this only when Aunt Nini and then moved in. And I actually retain way more of what's happening.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
It's like, oh shit, I totally get more of this now. So I'm so happy I have it underneath your guys' speeches because like I need to know exactly what he said.
Yeah.
I didn't get to really hear it either. I just like I remember hearing like all the bells and I was like, oh, it's one
Yeah.
of the bells.
Oh, that's
So
really nice.
cool.
I almost got them to bring like the bell.
That's
Next
Yeah.
time. Next
That's
time.
what. Yeah, right. Like he's like, well, he looked at Macy and she's like, I could ship it, and she's like, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
No, but
We're
I
not
thought
doing that.
the little bells were so cool. And then we
Yeah.
got to take one. Like that was so cool. I loved
Oh,
it.
yeah.
would've
I
taken
got one
the
in my
big
room
bell.
hanging up.
Mm-hmm.
I would have taken the big bell though. If he brought the legit bell, I would have tried to.
Yeah,
take
it's probably safe. Macy probably knew.
I
she
think,
was
yeah.
like, no, Rob's going to
Yeah.
try to
Right?
steal it. It'll be a whole thing. No.
It's like
Oh yeah, and
national
then I
treasure.
even tried to be like, well, you can just order one like that, have it shipped to the venue.
Rob's like, I would know. I would know the difference.
Oh,
You
you
know
would
it?
totally know the difference. It's not
I'm like, no, it's
used.
not the legit one. No.
Have you ever watched? What was it? I think it's. Oh, and then I don't know if you guys ever watched the show Neighbors. I think it's called The Neighbors or something.
Movie or a show?
It's a TV show. It's like a TV sitcom
Oh, I don't know.
on CBS. Anyways, I'm going to tell you.
Canadian.
They do a swap-a-roo with a barbecue. And they were like, well, he's going to know that this is new. And so they literally like hit it a bunch of times, put grease all over
Oh,
it.
yeah.
They even put it on fire. Like it was hilarious. What is she doing? Do you
She's,
see?
that's your new co-host. Look at her.
There you go.
She's, oh my, I love that I can see her little paws right
Well, it's so funny. A couple times, like her little tongue has like shot out. It looks like it's coming out of your headphones, her little tongue. For those that don't
I
know
love
who are
it.
listening audio, we're talking about Nova, the pug,
Nova, yes.
not
I have a
somebody
little
else.
black pug named Novers. She will be 4 in June. So, and she's literally on top of me right now. Legit. I want to talk about a little bit about what is going to happen with OSLP.
Yes, please tell us. This is where
What
you
is
spill the
happening?
beans.
Yeah, so I'm going to start spilling some beans here. So, like I said, I'm not changing the name because I feel like we'll keep it we've always been about community. Why would I change it to just be myself? That would just be weird. That would just feel weird anyways.
Mhm.
So my first thought, that's staying, guys. Not going to change. Now what there is going to be is on Thursdays. Oh, I can hear her right in my ear.
Aw.
Look at that, guys. She's so cute. So on Thursday nights, I already checked with all the people I can think of for TikTok, and no one's on. So it's going to be 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be Mel Unfiltered.
Nice.
So Mel Unfiltered is going to start. It's going to be about 30 minutes to an hour, just depending on the flow of things, and if I have people pop on with me or don't pop on with me. Now, this is going to be recorded, where it's going to go out as a podcast
So
as itself.
fun. Mm-hmm.
So it's going to have its own entity, and I'll give you a little thing. Like, this is kind of an overarching kind of thing that I want to do, because guys, I'm not just bariatrics, right?
Mhm.
Like, we all have different sides of us. I learned a lot about Rob and all the instruments he has in his house and how many he has and what he can play, and he boggled my mind. I thought only 2, he can do all of them. Pretty fucking crazy. But I wouldn't have known that if we weren't like hanging out. So I'm going to start it off with, it's going to be a subject. It's going to be a 1-word subject.
Ooh.
So say the word of the day is dog.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to talk about dogs, of course. Hot dogs. Guys being dogs.
Oh.
How
I thought you were saying guys hot dogs. I'm like, bro.
I mean,
It fits.
Maybe.
It fits.
Maybe.
I mean, that fits. I'll be talking
Depends
about
on
a
the
wiener.
flow.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's how it's going to be. It's just going to be one word subject.
I like
and
that.
that's what I'm going to do.
How are you going to pick this subject? Are you going to like randomly draw? Or are you going to already have them,
So here's the cool thing. I'm glad that you asked that, Shay. Look at that. You just segued right into something.
Sheesh.
Dun, dun, dun. So our patrons.
Oh, fun.
Patrons, I fucking love you. So what we're going to do when this starts is you guys get to pick the subject of the week.
Ooh.
So you guys can submit them. I'll spin them. And then that's just what it's going to be. And
All
we're
right.
going to let it lie wherever it lies. I don't have control of the subject.
I love it.
So this will be super fun. If it's inappropriate, obviously, like, don't be putting like penis, dicks, vaginas, whatever.
But just get creative with it.
Get
Hot
creative.
dogs could be kind of turned into, or eggplant. That could kind of be turned into something else. So
exactly.
Just get creative,
we just
guys.
Need it. It can even be just the word green. Now I'm going to talk about the Green Bay Packers. Like, I'm going to talk about how I smoke green, how I drink green, how I love being in the garden. Like, so there's just so many things that you get to learn about someone with just one word subject. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to show you the things that I use in my life. Like, that's just basically, it's going to be more about like Mel behind the scenes.
You're so unfiltered. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Who is she? She's so unfiltered.
So that's going to be the new show.
I'm
going to still do reviews on, haven't picked the day, but I still want to do reviews on products because I need to know what's good and what's not good out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like unfiltered would be such a good word. Like, I want to hear your thoughts behind that. Why did you choose that? Why are you using that word?
Ooh, do you want to know?
Yeah.
Or do you?
Tell you.
Yeah, tell us.
Oh no, we'll try this right now. This will be around the table, unfiltered.
Okay,
how's that
cool.
go?
Oh, fun. Okay.
Yeah, we'll try it out. See how it works. Because that's the deal. Is that like when I'm live, I can pull you guys up on TikTok.
Right.
And if you guys wanted to talk about a word,
okay.
There you go. So that's why it's gonna be fun, super interactive. Okay, so unfiltered for me came because I was actually being censored by a friend. No, but get down. You're hurting my hair now. So social media, I have learned over the years, is really it can be salesy, yes. But what I'm learning, it's almost like a virtual diary, is what I see a lot of people use it as. Mm-hmm. And I decided this year that's what I wanted to do because I've learned you don't know much about Mel unless you listen to the podcast. I don't really show much through my Instagram and TikTok. So I was like, okay, I need to do this more. So I did do something, and it was me like raw in the moment, and someone wanted to censor me. Someone wanted me to take it down. They wanted me to edit it. They wanted me to like literally break things apart in it. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, no, no, this is not offensive. Fuck your face right now. No. So in my head, I'm like, no, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm going to literally change my name to Mel Unfiltered. So that way people get it. Like, I guess I didn't realize that some people don't know how upfront I am, how goofy I am, how silly I am. And a lot of the times when I talk shit, I don't mean it.
No.
But I also wasn't talking shit on this one. But just know, going forward, Mel Unfiltered means Mel Unfiltered. So, like, I'm going to try stand-up bits. And I'm okay if they don't work. I think with coming up with the Mel Unfiltered, that also means on the back end too, where like it's a give and take situation. Like, I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I might say things that people don't like, but also just be respectful. Just tell me. Like, I'm okay with shifting and learning if something was offensive and I didn't know about it. Like, I used to use the word gypsy all the time. Like, oh, you're going to get gypped. I didn't know that was offensive until someone told me and kicked me underneath the table.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know that was the whole thing.
I just learned it now.
See? You didn't even know. So that's kind of the thing I want people to understand. I'm not saying, I get to be unfiltered with no consequences. I get that words mean something. And if people that know me know that I mean what I say what I mean kind of girl. And I don't fuck with liars. So because I'm like analytical, I love math and numbers and facts. So like, it's really hard with me. So I will take all your feedback. I guess that's what I'm trying to get to is I will take feedback. It just needs to be kind feedback and actual like, have factual facts behind it. I'm cool. I will read and learn your understanding of something. I don't mind being wrong. I think that's other things. Like, I don't want people to think, oh, I'm unfiltered, so that means I'm never wrong. Your girl's wrong. I will tell you right now, I'm not perfect. I can be wrong, and I'll admit when I'm wrong. Like, I don't care. I've learned over the years of being 38 and dealing with the shit that I've done for the last 38 years is that you can't know everything. Right? It just can't fucking happen. And you don't need to. They make people for everything that you need.
Right.
There's a person that understands like Spanish to English. Someone knows how to do Braille. Fucking this guy can play all the instruments. Fucking Shay can make you feel good on an everyday basis and give you the best advice in the world. Like, there's people for everything. So it's okay to not know something. It's okay if it takes a long time to learn something. It's just okay. And I just want people to see that's the real unfiltered that I want to show. It's not just me cussing. It's not just me having like a negative stance just to try to get clicks. Like, it's literally unfiltered. It's like I told you guys earlier that people really don't know is that I do come from hillbillies and bike riders. And like, my dad was part of like the freaking, what are they? The Gypsy Jokers. Like, like I come from a very rough background. And so it's like nothing surprises me.
Yeah.
And people that know me, that are close to me, get that feeling that nothing surprises me. And so that's what you're going to see more of me is like, oh, Mel fucked up today. Like, that's going to be be like, oh, here's a confession of what Mel did. Like,
but I think
that's what Mel Unfiltered is going to be.
I think that's great. And I think that's what people relate to and where people find connection. And like, as you're talking about this, I think about for a lot of my life, I've lived it in a very filtered way. Like, I grew up very religious. I grew up where I felt like I always had to dot my I's, cross my T's. I had to present myself in a certain way. Even with like my career background, I felt like that too. And I feel like since having surgery, I've been coming out of that and unfiltering more and more, where it's like, I think before I was so scared to say the wrong thing. And so I would have to think about it a lot to make sure I wouldn't. And it's giving yourself that grace to go, no, I am going to fuck up. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to say the wrong thing. And instead of shaming people for that or being shamed yourself, it's like, I just love that attitude and approach of like, and that's okay. You learn from it, you move forward. And that's such a beautiful thing that like spawns more growth and learning. And I just think that that's really cool.
Oh, thank you.
I like it. I love the idea.
Yeah. So what does unfiltered mean to you?
Yeah, you're not getting off that easy. We both just dropped some heavy shit. Come on.
Ditto. No, I like that answer. No, I think it's similar. Like, I don't think it has to be just saying shit for the sake of saying shit, right? Like, I think it's the idea that this is me, this is bare, this is raw, this is who I am, right? Because I think with social media, there's always a certain level of this is who I am, but this is who I want to portray as me, right? Yeah. It's all, like, even for me, like I try to take pride in the fact that this is me when I do things, but when we talk about the last JBYs, for example, I also recognize the fact that we went there with sort of on our best behavior as like, okay, we want to try to meet people and we want to, because we were so new to the community. And like, for me, I guess my unfiltered sort of point of view or moment was really this JBY and just sort of being like, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is, Anna had mentioned to me, she's like, oh, thanks for letting me hang out with the cool kids. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm a 42-year-old dude. And I'm just like, I'm hanging out with you guys.
But
like,
let's be real. Rob is like the cool guy.
He is the cool guy.
I don't know. Like,
I only hang out with cool guys.
Oh, then I'm a cool guy. But that's the thing, right? Like, it's just like, I only know who I know. And I'm just like, I was very grateful to be with Dee, who knows everyone. And it's just sort of like, okay, well, I will do whatever we're doing. The gay bar was my idea. I was
proud of you for that one.
Yeah, I was messaging Dee for so long. I'm like, what are we gonna do? We're going out every single night, because last year I felt like I missed out on some stuff, right? And so this time I was like, no, tell me exactly what you want to do, and we're just like, we're gonna go. I'm like, if you guys want to dance, the best dancing is in St. Louis, is at this gay bar, and everyone was like, are we really going? I'm like, we're going.
Whoever wants to come along.
if you want to come, you can come. We will be there.
A ton of
great
people
because,
came too. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, so it was fun.
We
So
went 2 nights
yeah,
in a row.
for me, unfiltered really is just, this is what you get. This is who I am. I'm not changing it for anyone. I'm going to talk the way I talk. I'm going to flirt the way I flirt. I'm going to just be who I am. And I'm not really going to apologize for that, right? Like, if you don't like it, then that's okay. I get it.
Yeah.
But
You're allowed to not like it.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
need to understand.
Yeah.
It's okay to not like it.
Yeah,
Just don't be a dick.
for sure.
About
That
not
should be
liking
the
it.
motto, just in life.
Just don't be a dick.
Just don't be a dick.
Just don't be a dick.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you for being my first show.
Woohoo! You did great.
And I had so much fun with you guys. You guys did amazing. I appreciate all of the information. And you guys have some really good moments of like you guys doing the transformation and all the JVY stuff. And like you guys are adorable when I can't wait for Murph for the next one because I still picture the YouTube, the side angle. It's fucking perfect. Like somehow like you guys are glowing perfectly. I'm like, who are these people? And how does they look like they're famous? Like they should be in a movie star. Like
it's the sunglasses.
That's what it looked like.
I need to do that next
the
time.
glasses really fucking helps.
It's the douchebag chic. As long as you put it all together and you look like that, then you're good.
Because you didn't look like a douchebag though.
I didn't act like a douchebag. I looked like a douchebag.
I don't think so. Well, I guess because
you.
because of where I live, I think of douchebags of more like blonde hair, big muscles.
You think of the country douchebags. He was more city chic.
City douchebag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got it.
There you go. Now I know. I got country douchebag.
Yep.
All right.
Those are the ones we have here in Oregon.
Yep. This is so good. Well, guys, look out for everything that's coming your way, especially since the RBT is coming up June 6th. You guys can actually come see us if you want to. We're all going to be there. Me and Shay, to be determined, but we both know it's going to be in Southern Oregon sometime this summer. And we're not messing around.
No.
Because we have to go. There's a certain spot that might not be available for us for years if we don't go now.
Oh, do it.
Yes, I found some more information about that. It will be, but if we want to swim, I won't say where yet. If we want to swim, we have to do it this year.
Oh, I want to fucking swim, right?
And Nova too. Yeah.
Did you hear that?
She's like, let's go.
Let's go. And then always check in. I will be on lives. I'm going to be hopping on people's lives randomly. That's going to be the new thing going forward. And of course, the Mel Unfiltered will be starting in May after I get back from BME. So that's where I'm going to start that first Thursday. It's going to be 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come hang out, have fun, do the one word game with me. And just hang out with me, guys. I will see you guys soon. And until next time. All right, Novers.
Yeah, there you go.
Bye.
Love it.
She's like, I'm fucking hungry.
She's like...